President Hillary Clinton. Call the scientists. Open up Area 51 that can cause America to be destroyed. If President Clinton attempts to do this, shadow will be in trouble. Because they too will be forced to have to come on out. The scientists all over the earth will know, especially through the clarity of our voice and what they see, that God is present and that we whom they have destroyed would not have this knowledge if it did not come from the satanic mind.
Oblivious Christians, Muslims, most of them. Puppet master controls both of them. All spoken language was created by Satan. Planet Earth is a captured operation. Lies cannot exist without speech. Humankind can't trust what they see. Tell me, what are your beliefs? Are they a multiple or singular God? Do you follow 10 commandments or 10,000 laws? Life on Mars, what are the odds? Do I remember being there? No, but what if I was brainwashed? The tier 1 scientists, that's their main job. To teach you where you are, not where you came from. The telescope is offline. Why? The culture divides due to the confusion most of the time. History's always been sorted, important facts not reported. Real hip-hop is not recorded. Dark forces, shadow sorcerers, de facto black marketers. Families feuding in their corporate offices. The running man strangles Mr. Dawson outside Guy Fawkes' apartment. Right after the Boston bombing, I'm in the pawn shop, make me an offer. Take 2 more derivatives and call me in the morning, doctor. E. coli, malaria, water. Earthquake victims still starving. Babies born with barcodes on their organs. Holocaust healthcare is never any better than welfare. A lot of people think it ain't fair. They should drop food from drones instead of dropping bombs. Jimmy crack corn from modified hormones. Soybean tofu from raw produce. Faggot ass doctor wanna grab your prostate and he don't even know you. I got nerves of steel protected from electrical surge. My curse words become medical terms. He said Allahu Akbar and blew up the plane. They said God bless his radioactive remains. Tactical protocol was changed from that moment on. The whole world's a war but not for long. They say from disaster comes peace. God bless the deceased. They had to pick up the rest of his teeth. First and last name, RFID in your brain. Shackled to some chains on the trains. Close quarters, close margins, no wiggle room on the target. Stay close like titties and armpits. Bioceramic bone fragments, post-apocalyptic mathematics. How do you weaponize a rabbit? Fusion ignition, a new way of thinking, just listen. Close enough to hear the laser beams whisper.
You see how I started it off tonight, how I talked about the history of the present king of Great Britain, or the Tut of the land, is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. The Joker Tut's half-brother, who is the money man for the dead-gum Al-Qaeda and Muslim Brotherhood in the whole African area. Now, how can you understand how this is not now normal? It is not now just everything's just fine and hunky-dory and kumbaya. And now they're going to have lockdown drills, and you're going to have to cover the windows with paper, and then the children won't be allowed out of the children's Sunday school area, and the Bible study people and the little old ladies and the little old men's groups and everything to study the Bible, they'll have to lock down and drop down in their positions, and then the cops will come in with SWAT teams, and it'll just be ducky and lovely and wonderful to practice up for the clergy response team. Well, let me tell you something. They've already been submitted. They're coming for you. They got a new hotshot little Navy admiral who's a cyber warrior. And what's the fact he does? He tells you he don't care. He's going to double down. It's the Red Chinese. The Red Chinese don't want any dollars. They don't want any pound sterling notes. They don't want any paper money. They want gold. They want silver. They want copper. They want molybdenum. They want gold. They want silver. They want copper. They want molybdenum. They want gold. They want silver. They want copper. They want molybdenum. They want gold. They want silver. They want copper. They do not want anything else.
Finance your fine ass. They cherry pick off the street. They own everything that we eat. They control everything that we see. It trickles down to the beach, from the temple on high with the priests, where they sacrifice blood to the beast with javelin teeth. Mother Mary Magdalene said a prayer with a tweet. It's only weeks away. It's called modern day D-Day. I don't know shit, that's what the chief say. The devil told me Jesus died for nothing. The evidence he showed me was all the corruption. Corruption everywhere, let's be clear. The end is near. The devil desires to tempt your ear. The book of life has no names, just shackles and chains. Day traders reading Elliot waves. Dark entities, deep enclaves. House of sheep and slaves. The maze of malnutrition and malaise. Harp, 1 trillion watt warp. Split Walmart in half like the Red Sea to see what you bought. Oregano oil, 1 quart for immune support. Ban Ki-moon, blood moon sauce. Doom and default, go for it. 1 decimal point away from rolling a joint. Aboard an IPO cannabis coin. Yeah, the die is cast. Currencies dive and crash. 1 world government at last. An octopus with infinite arms says there is no God. The little G will be a big G later on. A delicate balance. The challenge is dividing his talents while maintaining a colorful palette. We struggle to overstand the true history of man, but the pursuit of such knowledge is banned. Google Glass hardwired to the human glands. Used to take 2 to dance, now it's just artificial intelligence. Glass Steagall shattered from the wall to the ground. The nobility announced they are forced to bow. They won't get to reintroduce the Bradbury pound, cause the red Chinese probably stole every ounce. They want gold.
That is a commodity that will do something for them and help them in manufacturing, or to get ready to go to war or feed their people. They want gold. They want silver. They want copper. They want molybdenum. They want gold. They want silver. They want copper. They want molybdenum. They want gold. They want silver. They want copper. They want molybdenum. They want gold. They want silver. They want copper. They do not want anything else. Interest rates are going to go up. Home sales are likely to go down. They already are. Your stocks are going to go down. They're going to crash. The money in your bank account is constantly being devalued, causing the cost of living to rise. Yes, it has. You print an unlimited amount of money. Quantitative easing did not reduce unemployment. The rest of the world is going to continue to lose faith in our financial regime. They already have. That's why the red Chinese want gold. They do not want dollars, they want gold.